Hey guys, what's up? My name's the Cool Mike and welcome back with another video that I'll be doing today. Today I'll be doing my top 10 gaming or top 10 game soundtracks video where I'll be telling you my top 10 favorite game soundtracks. So without further ado, let's start with number 10. Number 10. So yeah, this is number 10, which is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and the title of the song is The First Floor. So this is actually like a musical instrument background in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, where it's actually kind of catchy. And if you guys didn't know, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is one of my favorite games of all time. It's considered as one of my top 10 favorite games. So the reason why I choose this one, because it reminds me of so many memories, like, you know, when you're going to those rows with zombies and such. To be honest, I actually like Resident Evil 3 Nemesis and the other older Resident Evil games compared to the new ones, because the new ones were a bit kind of obscene. There were no zombies. It's more like mutants, monsters and such. I really wish they would bring back the zombies, because that's what made Resident Evil a popular game, because of the zombies and the story. And now it's like jig-jog whatsoever. It's been the storyline is a bit confusing now, and there are less zombies because it's more of a monsters type stuff. So I really miss the old ones. I prefer the old ones rather than the new Resident Evil games. So yeah, let's go to number 9. Number 9. So number 9 is also another Resident Evil 3 Nemesis song, as you guys heard, and it's called The Front Hall. Basically, this is where the part, I think, where you go to the police station and you kill all the zombie cops, and when you go to those hallways, this is the musical background. This is the music or the song in the background that you hear, and it also brings me a lot of memories. So that's the reason why I choose this as my number 9 of my top 10 gaming soundtracks. Let's go to number 8. Number 8. Oh my god, can you guys believe it? It's another Resident Evil 3 Nemesis song. Who would have expected? Or who did you guys expect that? So basically, this is actually all my favorite of all the songs in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And if you guys didn't know, this is the song in the what you call the save area, where you see the typewriter and the chest where you can store and get items. So it reminds me of it reminds me of the save area, this is actually the song for the save area, when you need to save in and you need to go to the typewriter or go to the chest or the storage area. So it's actually kind of soothing, and it's actually relaxing, even though it's a zombie apocalyptic game. The music and the song was very catchy, and it was relaxing. and it makes you feel safe because it's a safe area and there are no zombies in the safe area, right? So it makes you feel safe. So that's the reason why I choose this one, because it's all of the song. So let's go to number 7. Number 7. So, this is another old school game. If you guys are a big fan of this game, it's called Metal Slug 10. So I don't know how many Metal Slug are there, to be exact. The last one I played was, I believe, 10, if I'm not mistaken. And this is like the desert team, or the Judgement team, as what they call it. So I'm a big fan of Metal Slug. And for some people, the graphics are a bit cartoonic and it may not be as good as what other people say it is, but Metal Slug has been one of those games that that was so exciting for me, because even though it looks cartoonish, it was really hard, and I think you only have a few number or limited amount of lives in the game. And I used to play this a lot with my cousin on PS2, because there's a PS2 version of this game, Metal Slug, and we used to play this a lot on the on PS2 with my cousin. And I think my favorite part is the zombies, and it's actually kind of cool because the design, as simple and cartoonic as it looks, it's actually kind of fun to play. So it brings back a lot of memories. Number 6. Alright, so this is number 6, which is Metal Slug 1, Final Attack, Final Mission. So that's the title or the name of the song. Basically, this is the first Metal Slug, and this is actually, I think, the final mission where there is the giant helicopter, and you're gonna be killing the general, which is the boss, the general or the boss of the green soldiers stuff, and you have to kill him while he's shooting at you, and you have to avoid rocket launcher, because he's gonna be shooting at you from the sky with while he's riding a helicopter, and he's gonna be shooting rocket launcher at you. So it's a projectile rocket launcher, and you have to avoid that. I think this is the part where that is happening. That's the part where the boss battle, where you need to kill the boss and he's in the helicopter with a rocket launcher. So yeah, so let's go to number 5. Number 5. So this is one of those PSP games that I will never forget. This is actually, I think this is the only RPG game that I played in PSP, which is U7. Or is that how you pronounce it? U7, and this is the opening theme song. It's like an anime. I mean, the graphics is a bit anime, but it's like a Final Fantasy type of game where you're in an adventure and you need to level up and get some skills and defeat monsters and do missions and quests. But the thing about this is that the one thing I like about this game is it's not like in Final Fantasy, the versus mode is a bit of, you know, alternative, where you need to attack the monster and the monster attacks you, and then you attack again the monster, and, you know, vice versa, whatsoever not such. So it's alternative. But this, you move freely. You could go you could move freely in this game, even in the versus mode, where you could even in the boss battle. So you don't just sit in one your character doesn't just stay in one direction or one place where you wait for the monster to attack you so you can attack the monster. In this game, in Year 7, you can actually move freely on the battlefield and then attack. So in other words, you can evade, or you can use skills, or you can move around the monster or around the boss and then attack him from behind, from the sides, depending on how you wanna move. And also you can avoid or evade attacks. So in other words, you could I think, what's the term? The term is, I just remember, the term is free roam. You can free roam even though if you're in the versus mode and you're battling a monster or a boss. So that's what made this game exciting, because it's not like the Final Fantasy where you just sit in one direction in the battle and wait for the monster to attack you. So yeah, so let's go to the next one, which is number 4. Number 4. Number 4 is one of those old school games, as you guys see, and it's none other than Super Mario Bros. This is actually, I think this is actually the first game I played in family computer, or the console, or the NDS, or the NES. I'm not sure. I don't even remember. But this is one of those games that I was excited. Also, this is also the first game, one of the first games that I played in Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Color back then, and even before I had the PSP. And Super Mario Bros. Was one of those games that made my childhood happy. And this is my favorite song of all the music in Super Mario. Not even the new ones can battle this one. This is my all-time favorite, which is the opening theme of Super Mario. And it's actually kind of catchy, even though it's like an 8-bit music. But I really enjoy it, and I also enjoy the game. It's one of those games that I can never forget, and something that will describe my childhood. So yeah. So without further ado, let's go to number 3. Number 3. So number 3 is another Year 7 song, and it's other than the Vacant interference. So what you saw, and this one is the music that you hear. This is the song that you hear every time you fight a boss or a boss battle in that game, and it's actually kind of catchy. It's like a rock drum roll kind of music. Like, it makes the song and the game a lot epic, because it's like a big deal and you have to defeat the boss, and the music really suits the boss battle, because it's kind of catchy, it's kind of rock, it's like serious rock drum roll type of song, and I really enjoy it. This is the reason why I like Year 7. It's not just because of the gameplay, it's because of the songs that they use to suit every level. And that's the reason why I love this game, because it makes me, it makes me feel excited to beat the boss because of the music. It's really exciting. So yeah, let's go to the second one. Number 2. So number 2 is Geometry Dash. As you guys know, if you guys have been you know, a previous viewer or subscriber, if you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you guys have seen me play Geometry Dash. And it's one of those games that makes me rage quit in so many ways that I can't even imagine if I can survive playing another one. So, but the reason why I play Judgement Dash and the reason why I enjoy it is because all the songs in the game are catchy as hell. And that's the reason why I made Judgement Dash number 2 for my favorite gaming soundtracks because of the songs. And it's the level 2, which is the level 2 in Judgement Dash, which is Back on Track, or Back on Track, which is it's actually my favorite song of all the songs that they use in the game, in the entire game. And also, if I'm not mistaken, this is also my cousin's favorite song in Judgement Dash. When I actually made him play the game in my live stream back, I think it was 2 years ago or a year ago. When no, it was my birthday. It was last June. Where in my live stream I asked him to play the game and try it for himself. He actually enjoyed the music on the level 2, which is Back on Track, and even asked me what the title of the song is so he can download it and listen it to his computer. So yeah, I actually agree with him because this is one of my favorite songs and it's actually kind of catchy. This is one reason why I still enjoy playing Judgement Dash, even though it's a bit of a rage game, because of the song. And the songs in the games are really catchy. So yeah. So without further ado, let's go to number 1. Number 1. Oh my god, I can't even tell you how excited I am to tell you about this, guys. To tell you about this song, guys. So this is number 1, which is none other than Pokemon Red and Blue, what you call the Bill's origin from Cerulean. And this is actually the not the intro, but this is actually the part where the music where you see Professor Oak in the very beginning of the game. Professor Oak, if you guys know him, I'm pretty sure all of you guys there from the 90s know him. Professor Oak is the professor that you meet in the very first of the Pokemon games, and he tells you who he is. He introduces himself and tells you what Pokemons are, and introduces you to the world of the Pokemon. And this is actually my favorite song of all the Pokemon games out there. Because this reminds me of my childhood a lot, and as you guys know, Pokemon is also one of those games that that I will always love and always will never forget. This is actually considered as one of my top 10 favorite games of all times, which is Pokemon Blue. And it's actually played in Pokemon Green, Red, and Blue. I think also Yellow, I'm not sure. But the game that I used to play was, the first Pokemon that I used to play was Pokemon Blue. And I was so addicted in the game that every time I didn't catch a Pokemon, I rage. Because when you're trying to catch a rare Pokemon, like it's Mewtwo or the 3 legendary birds, or just a strong rare Pokemon from the Safari Park, it's actually exciting. The game may be pixelized and a lot of people may hate Pokemon, the fact that it has become mainstream, but guys, trust me, once you play the game, it is fun. This is one of those games that told me that games are not about graphics or are not about how good it looks in the monitor on the computer screen. It's about gameplay. A good game is about playing a game for 3 hours non-stop and you don't get sick of it. That's a good game. And this is one of those games that even though you keep playing it, it is still good even though if you keep playing it for hours. It's those games that it may not have a good graphics, but the gameplay is definitely fun and exciting. So that is why I made this Not because of the game. That's the reason. I didn't make this number 1 not because of the game, but I made this number 1 because of the song. And I really like this song because it reminds me of my childhood, and it's really catchy even though it's still an 8-bit song. So yeah. Those are my top 10 gaming soundtracks or soundtracks for games. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give this video give this video a thumbs up or a like if you want more. Also, don't forget to subscribe and be part of my awesome clan. And as always, before I say goodbye, if you guys have any top 10 gaming soundtracks that you want me to know, let me know. If you have any, if you have top 10 your favorite top 10 gaming soundtracks, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to read them and even write a comment as a reply to you guys. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and as always, I will see you guys next time with another brand new video. This is the Cool Mike signing off. Goodbye.